Well, hello everybody. Hello everybody. Well, okay. Hey guys. It is Tuesday, and so I've been thinking about vlogging this trip. I think it'll be pretty cool. I'm not a vlogger. I've never done anything like that before, but out of out of all the trips that the church has been on, I don't. If there's some video that does exist out there, I don't know anything about it. Or maybe there's been like some short little snippets here and there. But so I've got this idea to record as much of the trip as I most possibly can, as far as the worship services, visiting people in the homes, and the kids clubs and things like that. And I think it's a really cool idea to try and do that. Number one, kind of for selfish purposes for me, because this is really the first time that I'm going out of the country, pretty much half a world away, and so this will be a lot of firsts for me as far as traveling. I don't, if you know me, I don't travel well, and so this is a big thing for me. Plane ride is, I think, 8 to 10 hours, maybe a little bit more. I don't know, and so I mean, I know whenever me and Jelena went to Jamaica, that was a 2.5 hour plane ride, and I about came unglued out of my skin. So so I'm not trying to think about that too much, but I know it's going to be a trip. But I'm excited about what God is going to do on this trip, and also too, kind of for those that I wanted to do this for those that uh, helped me to get there, and supported the church and supported the individual team members, and also supported me as well, the financial contributions, and also the you guys that are out there praying for us, that have been praying for months before this even occurred, or this trip even took, it was about to take place, and will be praying for us while we're there and also on the way back. So I think it's a cool idea. So I'm going to do that as much as possible. I don't know if I'm going to be able to edit the videos and get them uploaded, the day of or the day after, where I know we're going to be pretty busy. So some of these videos might not even get up until after the trip's already happened. But anyway, I think it's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be cool. And like I said, I kind of know really what I know some things about what to expect. I don't know everything, obviously, because you just don't know what God has in store. Um, but the mainly, I think what we're going to be doing is, I know that we're buying outside of the church services. I know we're going to be buying food and delivering those to families that we're going to be visiting. And while we were there visiting with the families, we're pretty much going to be, sharing the gospel, telling telling these people about Jesus, in a way that they may have never heard before and may not understand. I know that they're largely Eastern Orthodox, and so if you don't know much about that, look it up. Um, but and so it's really a hard thing for the people to make the switch, and uh, to really truly and fully come into a true relationship with Jesus, because what that means is that they would be excommunicated from the church. And Romania used to be, I believe, communist, and so after the communist regime fell, I think this main Eastern Orthodox religion still stayed, and has been really the main focal point of the religion over there. It's my best understanding. That may not be completely accurate, but I do know it's a big thing for them to accept Christ, um, to have a relationship with Him, to to make that decision, because that means that they would be excommunicated from the church, and they see the church as having all authority. They see the priests as having really kind of power over their lives, and so you know they will be shunned from their families. They may get fired from their jobs. They just experience hardships that being in America, uh, we don't have any clue about, really. I mean, we talk about these things, but without seeing it, or even without living it, we just don't know. You know. Um, so so yeah. I'm excited to see what's going to happen. Just as a personal testimony for me. Um, I've not been a big person to share my faith. I've always cared about what others think about me. And so, in the sense of wanting to be liked and wanting to fit in with the crowd and things of that sort, I've always been, um, uh, I don't want to say non-invasive, but that's the only word I can think of right now. I've always been the person that, what is the word I'm looking for? I've just always gone with the flow, I guess. I've never been an in your face type of a faith person. I've never been the one that would have the courage to go up to somebody in a restaurant and just start sharing the gospel with them. Okay. Um, I've never been big on sharing my faith, even though that I feel strongly about my faith and my relationship with Christ. Um, I've never been, I guess, strong enough to really just put myself out there and walk up and just start literally just sharing the gospel. That's something that scares me to death. It weeks me out for a whole lot of reasons, and it still does today. And that's it's kind of been one of the things I've been talking about and praying, or not talking about, but we're talking about with God and praying about. It's like, just to have the right things to say, and not that we need to have everything, think of 1,000 different types of situations, and, okay, well, this is situation 458, so I'll say this. Not in that aspect of having the right thing to say, but being open minded, being in the place where the Holy Spirit can and will work through me and just speak through me. And, I think that I think this is going to really break me out of a lot of boundaries, break me out of that cookie cutter shell that I've dealt with so long, and um, I think it's really going to change my life. I don't think, I know it will, and it already has in a lot of ways. Um, so this trip is probably going to be the beginning of a major life changing event. Um, Something of which I can't explain right now. Um, but I don't know. But anyway, so I just want to say thank you guys for those who have been praying, especially for the church family at Garrison Baptist. You guys are awesome, and for those of you that have given me money and have paved the way to make this financial burden, this financial trip, less burdensome. It really says a lot, and you really are investing into the kingdom, and there's really no telling. We're really not going to really know until we're in heaven the impact that this trip is going to have. Um, and so I just thank you guys from the bottom of my heart, and So yeah, so it's going to be fun. I've got all the butterflies in my stomach, and y'all just continue to pray for me, and and not just for me, obviously, for the team as well. That's going. It's going to be fun, and it's going to be eye opening, and I think it's going to be liberating for a lot of different reasons. And it's going to be really hard for me to be away from my family for that long. Um, I'm already not looking forward to that. Um, but it's going to be good, and so hopefully I can take you guys along with me. That's my plan anyway. So just thank you guys so much once again, and and we'll see you in Romania. So take care.